Hello, welcome back to Workshop. This is the $100 million virtual implementation workshop. Okay, what were we learning about yesterday? Money, right? We're learning about the money question in Hormozi 6 for deconstraining the business. Within the money framework, we've got 4 questions. You have a problem with leads? Do you have a problem with sales? Do you have a problem with cash flow? Do you have a problem with lifetime value? And basically running through different questions of if you have this problem, or ask yourself this, if this, you have this problem. If you have this problem, refer to this playbook to deconstrain the business. So I'll try to think through these a little bit. The first question was, you're looking at CAC. Is your CAC about industry average? If it's not within like a 2x of the industry average, you have a CAC problem, which means you have a leads problem. So you need to get better advertising. Okay. If CAC is about average and CAC is, no, that's not just a sales problem. It could be a sales or a leads problem if you have a CAC problem. So I think the first question was, if CAC is about industry average and you you can't afford to advertise more, you have a lifetime value problem. If CAC is about industry average and you can't sell more people, you can't acquire more people, you have a cash flow problem. Where's the lifetime value problem? I don't know, dude. What were we talking before the money model, money framework? It was more, metrics, market, model, money. So the model, what else was there at the end of that model section was building for speed versus building for scale, marketing sales versus a high quality service and good reputation and good client relationships and low churn. What else do we got? One of the key ways to compound being reputation and low churn. If your customers love your business, absolutely you will compound. Okay. Is CAC roughly industry average? If CAC is about average and you can't afford leads, so the first one is, if CAC is about average and you can't afford leads, then you have a lifetime value problem. Okay. If CAC is good, about average, and you can't afford more leads, but you're kind of like bottlenecked, that's a cash flow problem. If CAC is too high, then you have a sales and or leads problem. And then if you've got to decide where to focus your leads or your sales, you got to optimize for the weakest link. So I'm going to jump back into learning more. I'll be back to recall in a bit. All right, guys. Cool video, or cool stuff today from the video. Basically solving the leads problem. If you got a leads problem, solving the sales problem. If you got a sales problem, There's lots of ways to solve the leads problem and sales problem. If you got a leads problem, you can, do better advertising. You can do better organic content. You can have a better offer, money model mechanism, better avatar, better branding / messaging. Okay. Cool. Um, Sales. You can, okay, so he's only got through two. Conversion rate optimization, which is actually interestingly what I just made a Google video about today, or a new video about today, CRO. And then VSL is the second one. So he's now talking about VSLs, video sales letters. Very cool. This is essentially, he's talking, he's saying every time you have a sales consult, you should have a video sales letter preceding it. So every sales call, you have 2 call close, 2 VSLs. And then the other note was when picking, once you know the constraint and you know the problem, you got a lot of different potential solutions. Which solution do you choose? The one that you're most likely to have success with given your current skills and resources. So that's pretty much everything today. The VSL part's really like, whoa, you should have a VSL every time before. We are definitely not doing that right now. So, yeah, that's going to be it for today. Little by little, we get through this. We're really absorbing a lot of the information. And so, yeah, that's it for right now. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya.